Alright, so I'm out in the garage again today, and I'm fixing rust. Now, I replaced this yesterday. I don't know if you can see it down there. Let me get a light. Ain't the prettiest, but this was right there. So I got that fixed. I've been going around straightening out all my pinch welds. And today, I've got one more hole to fix. Right here on my rocker. You can see how boogered up these pinch welds were. So I'm going to get this ground off. And then I'm going to see how much I need to cut out. And I'm just using some of the metal I cut out of the barrel to make the compost tumbler. It's nice and thick, works just fine. I can, once I get this cut out, reshape it on my anvil to fit perfectly. I can't do a cut and butt because there's no way to get to this from behind. But I think I found a way to make it work when I did this piece, 'cause same way. Couldn't get to it behind to get the back piece out. So let me get this ground down and come back and show you what I got. Alright, so I've gotten that ground down. Went around it with a permanent marker to mark out where I think it'd be best to cut this hole out. There is a spot welds along here where it connects to the inner structure. And I think that's mostly what's rotted out, because this here is actually still quite solid. Because there's a little bit of pitting here, I decided to come all the way back to here for doing my cutout. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this cut out. I'll get that cleaned out in there, and I'll see if I can get this bent back down flush where it should be. And I'll use this old piece to cut out my new patch. I'll oversize it a little bit, and I'll get it set up there. I'll get it tacked in a couple spots, at least on one corner, and I'll go through and I'll just trim the edge until it just fits, and I'll tack the other corners, and then I'll go through and stitch it all the way in, grind it flush. So let me get this cut out. He's got a lot of rust. It looks like the inner structure is what had mostly rusted out, but what's left don't look too bad. I cut out this corner of it here because there really wasn't anything left in the middle. Now go ahead and spray all this inside here with some nice paint just to prevent it from rusting any further. And I'll get the patch cut out. It looks like, see, I had to replace the rear quarter window on this side, probably about 8 or 9 years ago. Somebody had shot it out with a BB gun. Don't know who, but somebody did. And I think the water that leaked into that window just got stuck sitting down in here, and it caused the inner structure to rust out. And this metal, from being flexed by people jacking up improperly over the years, just caused a little crack to let the water weep out, and that's what rusted out the body here on the outside. So I don't think it's going to rust out again once I get this repaired. However, back here where the skin attaches, there is a gap. You won't be able to see it, more than likely, but I'll fill that with some seam sealer after I get this repair done, just so no water can come in from the wheel well side. So I'm going to get this sprayed, and I'll start shaping that replacement piece. Alright, so I marked where the crease where the body line was on there. Took it over to the vise and put the bend in it, checked it, put some more bend in it. Then I took it over to my anvil, the horn on it, because this top is rolled over slightly, and I tried my best to match up the existing curve. And so you can see by the little piece I cut out there, I got it pretty close. So now I just got to trim this piece up to fit in the hole and start welding in place. Alright, I got it fitted in there pretty good. Got it held up with my welding magnets for now. I'm going to start by tacking here where it's flush, and right on this corner along this edge. And I can work it down here. It's a little bit high on that body line there, and work my way back. This back edge here is quite boogered up from it being bent all to shape. So I'll get back to you after I get tacked in. Alright, I've got my first pass of spot welds done. I'm going to grind these back down flush now, and I'll come back and fill in any little holes that I may have missed. I'll be ready for some body filler and it'll be done. So I'll get this ground down and show you what the first pass looks like. Alright, so we got after the first round of grinding and welding. Got a few little holes left, one here, there's one down here, one over here, right up here on this corner. So I can go back and get those filled in with some metal and grind it off again, and it'll be time to apply some Bondo and hit it with the line file. It is in a little bit down here. It's less than I believe 1/8 of an inch of deflection, so that's enough the Bondo can fill that without being too thick. I'm only going to come back to about here with the Bondo. I don't want to get too close to the jack point and just have it crush. From this body line back, nobody's ever going to be able to see anyways. So from here up was where I was mainly concerned with getting it as close to perfect as I can. I do have a little dent here what's stuck out. I'm going to have to tap it in, and that'll help with that some. But so far so good. Alright, so after a quick sanding over with the air file, I'm doing the touch-up welds. This is what I have left. Now I believe it's time to start with the body filler and get this looking back the way it should. So, let me get some putty on there. Alright, looks like this is as far as I'm going to get today, because that is the last of my body filler putty. I had just enough to do that, and it's still low here and here. Got a little rock chip up here. I might as well fill while I'm at it. So I'll pick up some more body filler and pick up where we left off tomorrow. Alright, it's a new day. Got my second coat of body filler on. I didn't see that when I was applying it, but I probably should have brought this all the way out to here. But we'll see what I get when I sand this down, and if I need to, I'll come back with another little thin skim coat. It's better to do several thin coats than one big thick one. You end up with thinner overall Bondo doing that, and it's a whole lot easier to put it on than it is to take it off. So yeah, we'll see. This is just starting to harden up, so won't be long I'll be able to get it sanded down, and hopefully that dip will be gone this time and it'll come out nice and flat and clean. But if not, I got more. Alright, got the final coat of Bondo on there, got it sanded nice and smooth, wiped it down, ready for primer. So let's get this covered. See how she looks. That don't look too bad. Guess that's it for this repair.